So I put the same thing in all of them, you know what I mean? They're the only words they know how to spell. That's right. I'm going to tell you, man. That's right. I won't want to be with you, people of God. But anyway, like I said, my dad used to beat up my mom. We moved to East LA in the projects with my grandfather, who was sadistic, man. He was worse than my dad. He was a sadistic man. He was a heavyweight boxer, and he would beat everybody my grandma beat her up, my mom, my aunts, my uncles, you know, and he would beat me. I remember once I knocked my uncle out with a telephone, I was just looking, and he beat me with a razor strap till I bled. That's the kind of family I came from. I saw my uncle stab him. You know what I mean? Just, hey, not to kill him. Hey, don't hit me no more. Oh. Yeah, honest. That's what made me. That's why I made that pact with the devil. You understand? I want you to understand that now. All you guys with problems, you know, all these men in this home that, you know, they get mad because, you know, whatever reason. There's no reason to be mad. God brought you here. But the only thing about God that I wish and everybody else, that he wasn't a gentleman. Because he lets you do what you want. And that's where we mess up. Amen? Amen. There you go. I hit a lot of nerves. Amen. Amen. Don't sing. I want to sing. You got to see that? Pull the plug. And we were raised in East LA, and there's a bridge. Have you ever seen the gang movies about Mexican gangs? They show this bridge. I was raised under that bridge with a gang there that was called the White Fence Gang. It was one of the oldest gangs in Los Angeles. And I was raised there as a kid. You know, I would run under there and they would kick me in the butt, get out of here, throw rocks at me. Because they don't know what you're going to say because you're seeing what they do. But you know, as they knew, I didn't want to go home because my house was worse than that. And some of your houses may be just as bad. But anyway, I was raised under that bridge. You know, they give you a little bit of beer to start you. Pretty soon you're smoking a little weed. Pretty soon you're dropping in little pills. I was 35 years a heroin addict. 35 years. Okay? I went through methadone and all that. Nothing helped me. Nothing helped me. So at 12, you know, 12 years old, I'm working out burger. You know, I used to pull burgers. Tell me if I'm talking too long, okay? I don't want to be like that. Chris, give me that, okay? I made burgers at 15 extra Rob liquor stores. I mean, yeah, in those days they didn't have fences, safes, you know, like now they put the money, goes down, you don't know where it is. But in those days they put it underneath the register, or the good ones had a cigar box, you know, put it. And I used to rob at 15 years old. You know, naturally, like they say, your partner snitches on you. They came and got me. I went to YTS, it was called Youth Training School. And when I got there for armed robbery, the bus driver stopped me. He said, man, you're the youngest guy ever to come in this prison. Be careful. You know, the cop stops you and tells you, be careful. And I said, man, I'm not scared. And I went in that prison. The older guys got me right away. Hey, Poncho, come here. And they pull you, they say, check this out. You see this knife? You stab a guy in the neck, pointing, they call these guys, yeah, pointing down, he bleeds to death where he hits the gurney. He taught me how to pick a lock with my belt. Those were the great things I learned in prison. They send me home with that. Hey, stab him in the neck, pointing down, pick the lock with. And then I wanted to go to school. But nobody wanted me, man, because I made that pact. And I lived up to it, just like these guys, like that over there. So I did this, same thing, you know. Same thing. There's more men here that could say this, say that. I wire guy. You done it. Same thing. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. We make pacts, but God breaks them. I'm overseeing. Don't worry. I'm gonna bleach it blonde. I'm gonna bleach it blonde. That's more fun. Check it out, Blondie album. So anyway, I got out, man, and you know, you're raised in the streets. First thing you learn is how to lie. And I was lying, man. I knew how to lie. And this guy tells me, hey, Poncho, they tell me you want to go in the service. They say, what's wrong with you? I said, man, I want to go to Vietnam. He said, I'm going to tell you how to do it. But first tell me why. I said, because they're going to pay me to kill somebody. And they're going to teach me how to do it. And they're going to pay me. So he told me what to do. So I went and I enlisted for the draft, you know, and they give you this paper, and it's called a dream sheet. And the first say, where do you want to go? And then they had like Hawaii, they had Germany, you know what I mean, Japan, California, and way in the bottom is, you know, the stuff you can't read is Vietnam. And you get 3 choices. So I put Vietnam, Vietnam, Vietnam. Because remember, I was lying to get in there. Right? I had to lie to get in there. So the lady got the picture. So, oh, it's a good American. Go over there. You know, nobody ever call me good anything. You know what I mean? So there we are. I'm in there, man. And we're standing in a line like, we're acting like we're already in. You know? Everybody. Well, I wasn't the only dummy, okay? And there was a line of us. And the sergeant comes out. And he said, who's ever been arrested? Raise your hand. Well, I said, nah, the guy told me to raise my hand. He said, give me, you know that look you get, they give you when somebody don't like you, or, you know, your mom, hijo, mijo, get that, right? The school, get out, don't come back. You know, that look. And I was used to that look. So I went where he told me, go over there. So I came over here. And I'm standing over here and I look, and this guy got makeup on. I said, oh shit, I came too far. And I tried to go over here, but this guy had high heels on. I said, man, oh man, I messed up. What did that guy say? What did you know? They didn't want to go to Vietnam, right? I said, oh man, and then here comes that sergeant again, and he starts yelling. Hey, what were you arrested for? And he's looking right at me. And I said, man, I remember I'm lying. I said, hey, I left the school dance. I had a can of beer, and the police took me home. He said, get over here, soldier. So I lied my way in. They sent me to Fort Ord, California. And right there they train you how to throw hand grenades and all that stuff. But do we have any people here from the South? I don't mean south of the border. Everybody got ready. Look out, Trump. He wants me to make a wall. Is he nuts? Anyway, right? So I said, hey man, these people from the South hate me because I'm dark. Check it out. They'll call me names. Watch this. Housefly. Mud hen. Hey, I thought that was funny. You know what I mean? I thought, yeah, I could talk about their moms. I was raised under that bridge. So, you know, I'm too long?
No. That's for medicine now. Keep going. You don't
hey, I need medicine. Hold it. Count me in. Double. I'm sad. I mean, skin guy I take about 8 of them. You know, hey, and they wanted to get me, man. So, hey, what happened was this guy said they're going to get you today. And so, well, yeah. Then, remember, my grandfather was a fighter. Everybody had to know how to fight. So I went in the bathroom, put my foot on the wall. Anybody been in prison know you put your foot on the wall, The first guy comes through the cell, you give him, you give him the gas. You leap at him, knock him down. So this guy came, big guy, man, Bubba looked at me. He said, I'm gonna kill you. And I said, hey, but he didn't know how to fight. He did like this, man. I ducked, hit him in the ribs, caught him in the chin. I walked out, Bubba fell down. All guys standing there. Yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth. And I went to my room, they came in, I tried to stab one with a pin. I said, okay. They put us on bivouac. That's like camping. So I said, all right. So I got my little stuff, and way out here I put my little nest. Okay, tonight I'm gonna get them. And they put their stuff in back of me. I said, tonight they're gonna get me. You know what I mean? And I could hear them talking. And one guy said, I'm gonna buy my mom and dad a washer and dryer when I come home from Vietnam. And another guy said, I'm gonna buy a little trailer and I'm gonna marry Mary. Yeah, something like that. And make her an honest woman. And I knew when I came home from Vietnam that they were gonna pay me to kill people. I knew these were good men. These were good men. They were just raised different. A lot of us raised different in here, but we got one goal, that's Jesus Christ. Amen. I want you to understand that. You white guys, watch it. I'm not talking bad about you, I'm just telling you different. Right? Like the guy said, I was A, B, you know what I mean? I was a Southerner. We all have one goal, and that's Jesus Christ.
Come on, Jesus. Amen.
Understand that, but knowing what that means. I'm not saying they didn't know what it means, but they didn't love me. But anyway, so nothing happened. They didn't get me. They were good guys. And I was laying there with my boots on in the shoulder if they come to but they didn't. They were good men. Anyway, I went through how could I put this? A training, how to knock the enemy down. I got the guy, kicked to the back of the leg, hit him with the rifle, put the gun on his head, and these two kids that were giving the class said, oh my God, what are you doing here? Are you testing us or what? I said, no. He said, where you learn that? I said, Friday night under the bridge, LAPD. If they catch you, they're gonna teach you this real good. You only wanna learn once. You know what I mean? So then I volunteered from there to go to Vietnam. I was already a paratrooper, 101st. So I volunteered to go to advanced party. I went. When I got there, I had no money. I went with a drunken sergeant, and I had no money. He went to go get drunk. I went to see what I could steal. What could I do? So I stole a truck full of food, drove it out of the base to a place where they sell drugs and women. And I ordered 3 women, and the guy goes, he would say something, they would, I said, yeah. And they said, okay, give me the money, G. I said, I ain't got no money. He said, get out of here. And I said, look in the back of that truck. And he pulled the tarp back, and it was full of food. And he started smiling, and I started smiling. I said, okay. He came to me and goes, okay, it's okay. And I give him the keys. And he looked at me and I go, hey, you can have the truck too, because if I take it back, they're going to arrest me. So while I was in the South, I would steal trucks and get women and drugs. But they send me up north. I was a point man. Point man walks in front of everybody. Then you have a slack man, and then you have the regular man. Now, if there's one person in the bushes, he's going to kill the point man. He's going to duck down and get away. But if there's a few of them, they're going to let the point man pass. They're going to let the slack man pass. And when the middle of the group comes, that's when we're going to start shooting and kill them. So I walked point, nothing happened. So I was like, man, where are they? The next day, point man got shot. They called me to the front. I ran to the front, they said, they're right there, Al. They're right there. And I was was gonna go in this hole, right? I want you to understand. I made a pact with the devil, right? Because what I'm gonna do now, I'm not Eddie Murphy, I'm not John Wayne, I'm the devil's boy. I pulled one out, he's dead. I cut his throat with my knife, I cut his ears off, I put them in my pocket, I carved my name on his chest, and I put 101st patch right between his eyes. I go back, they say, here, take this 45. I went back and I got him back and this guy was facing the dirt. And he wouldn't turn around. I said, Chu Hoy, I'm Chu Hoy. Surrender, man, surrender. He don't surrender. So I shoot him in the back, bang, bang, with a 45. He spins around and grabs me by the wrist. I pull him out of the hole. When we get to the top, I grab his chin and put it forward. And I start kicking him in the throat. So you could hear him gurgling. So I cut his throat with my knife. I cut his ears off. I carved my name on his chest. I want you to stand, that's where the devil had me. But today I'm not that man. God, and God alone has released me from that curse. So today, if you have a curse, I'm gonna be here a while. If you want prayer, I'll pray that thing out of you.
Come on.
I don't care if you say, well, I'm okay, or you're embarrassed to come up. Forget that. I'll be over there, anywhere you want me to be. Everybody God's family that's not saved.
Amen.
Stand in the gap. And I got some men of God back here. They'll stand with me. And we'll pray for your family. You'll stand in the gap. And God will honor that. So anyway, if they try to catch me, somebody went and told the priest, there's a madman with us. And he wanted to bust me. He wanted to put me in jail. But everybody let me say, how you going on an eagle flight? So they'll put me in a helicopter and take me from one spot, drop me off, and I will walk so far, and then I call them, nobody's here, and then they'll pick me up. I did that. Now, they're sending us up north to fight regulars. Not VCs, khakis, military guys, just like soldiers. So we're going up north. Have you ever seen that movie, what's the name of it? No.
Red line.
Hamburger Hill,
Hamburger.
right? I was at Hamburger Hill. We called it Ashar Valley. The first group that went, we pulled them off the helicopters. They never even got on the ground. Shot, dead. Then we went. I was shot 3 times. One in the hand, rocket in the leg, shot in the foot. They sent me from one place to the other. Now all of a sudden, the devil wants to take my leg. They want to cut my leg off. I had a son and a wife. My wife didn't wait till the plane when it took off, so she was with another man. You know what I mean? So I had nobody. I want you to understand that. If you feel you have nobody, you have Christ.
Amen.
And all these disciples here. I want you to understand that. You're not alone. We're here as a family. We're a unit. So anyway, they say, I get to this one hospital and I'm laying there. Here comes General Westmoreland. At that time, he was a commander-in-chief of all of Vietnam. He comes and wants to take a picture with me. And then he decorates me. Man, I didn't, you know what I mean? I was like, oh. So from there, they sent me to the Philippines. The Philippines sent me to Japan. When I'm in Japan, all the women were big girls. All the men were tiny, skinny guys. I'm not kidding you. Like, tiny. And they would come up to your bed and say, where are you from? You say, California. Say, would you like us to send you back to California? You know, you're all shot up. Yeah, send me to California, right? And they said, we're going to send you to Florida or wherever. And they would all smile. And the poor guy in there all shot up, he's trying to smile. Thank you. You know what I mean? One of those actions. Well, when it came to me, he said, where are you from? I said, I'm from California. He said, you want to go back? I said, no. He said, where you want to go? I said, I'm going to go back to Vietnam. They said, are you nuts? Send me to a psychiatrist. I had smuggled a bag of weed in Japan. And so the guys that work there, the orderlies, I say, you want to smoke a joint, man? Hey, Al, come on. And they'll roll a joint, we smoke, and they'll push me on a wheelchair. Because I took a rocket in my leg and a grenade in my foot. So there was no walking. Okay? So they pushed me down to the, the psychiatrist. He already got some paper filled out. He said, sign it, you're out of the service. I said, hey, I don't want to be out of service. He said, well, what did you tell those people? I said, man, I want to go back to Vietnam. He sent me home on an R&R. That's rest and recuperation. I went home, naturally. My mom and dad, they said, mijo, you're nuts. Don't come here no more. I went to see my son. My mother-in-law at that time was raising him. I wasn't man enough even to raise my son. I'm telling you, what a disgrace. I couldn't even raise my own son. My wife was, at that time, a heroin addict already. She used to live with the connection. She just came there. She thought I came home with money. She said, oh, where's the money? I got no money. Go home, man, to your mom. So I went and got me a little room on Whittier Boulevard. I got busted. Now, I got busted. I go to court. In those days, in court, he's telling the judges start off when you're in juvenile hall, and then later on they move the judges up, and you move up from juvenile to be an adult. And the judge, you're all chained together, you're all chained. And whoever makes the judge mad is gonna get it. So when we go in there, the judge starts yelling at me, Poncho, didn't we give you a chance to go to Vietnam? I went to Vietnam, man. He said, man, what the, and yelling and everything, you're gonna get it, man. So we sit down, we're all chained together. Here comes the clerk. And the clerk looks at me and smiles. He knew me. As a kid, he knew me. He said, Poncho. I told him, what? He gives it to the judge. Then the judge says, stand up, Poncho. Everybody in the court, be quiet. Be quiet. And I'm looking at him like, man, if he starts yelling at me, I'm going to have to cuss him out. So I stand up, and he said, the commander-in-chief of Vietnam asked us that we give you a break. This is the first break. He lets me go. They didn't let me go. The MPs took me to Fort Ord. But when I got to Fort Ord, I used to leave and get loaded. I mean, I would get them, take my shoes off, pray to a tree, thinking that's God. That kind of loaded. I got so loaded one time, I urinated on a soldier, beat him up, threw him out a 2-story window. But the ANG, the IG, the inspecting general, he knew me. And he said, Al, be my driver. I said, man, no, I don't. I get loaded. He said, I don't care. I said, no, send me back to Vietnam. And I went back. And I did worse things. And I'm not going to go into it. But I'm going to tell you, when I came home on the plane, I said, what I'm going to do? And a little light bulb went off in this big ass head. Excuse my language. Okay? And I said, I'm going to college. So I went to college. I ended up closing the college. That's right. I closed the college. I opened up a free college. I opened up all these breakfast programs for the poor kids. Just the kids, not their mothers, father, just the kids. The colleges gave me students, they would get credit to do the breakfasts. I went around the Farmer John's, and they would give me food. I did that. And then Al came out. I ended up bombing Safeways for the Great Boycott for Cesar Chavez. I started bombing the Safeways because I thought they were treating my people bad. Okay? I want you to understand, I'm bombing. Remember the Devil's Contra? Okay, so I get busted. The cops, my driver was a cop, I didn't know. He was a brown beret, but he was a cop. So anyway, when he wanted me to shoot the windows out. He said, would you shoot the windows out, Al? I told him, no, man, I ain't shooting the windows. I said, just let's go to the gas station, bought some milk, threw it out, poured gas in there, put that thing, started blowing up. So as I threw it, they knew where we were going. The police knew they were waiting for me. But God intervened. I want you to understand that. God, I couldn't hear God talking. I couldn't see God. But he intervened for me. The bus came by. The Bradshaw bus came by. And they had the shooter. He could shoot through the bus. So by the time I threw the bomb, ran, dived in the car, we went around so many blocks, they caught us right away, beat me to a pulp. Took me to a place called the Glass House. When I'm in the Glass House, two people came to visit me. Father Woods and Father Luz. They had just got kicked out of Bolivia for trying to overthrow the government. He said, Al, don't worry, you're gonna leave. And I did. They let me go. So he said, yeah, I gotta wait. The pact with the devil. Then they said that I tried to burn Ronald Reagan alive in the Biltmore. They have pictures of me in the Biltmore when it was on fire. I want you to know that. Am I taking too long? Remember. Okay? I know you don't. That way you're sitting down. That way you're sitting down. Honey, you know how you do it? Give him one. You know how you do it. You know how you do it. That's right. I know that. I got one over there. She gave me one. So, hey, they got me, man. I'm in the county. They want to give me 130 years. Oh, man. 130 years. What do you say? She's yelling at me. Quiet yells. Right? I'm in the county jail. They want to give me 130 years. I get a visit. In the old days in the county jail, you got a visit, you run down, you have the paper like this. So the guards were watching, you got a visit. They knew. Put your hand down, they're going to beat you. So I went down the escalators. Everybody been in a visiting county jail. Everybody's there. Your mother, your wife, your girlfriend, the kids. They're all in a little thing. Be good. You know what I mean? And you're hoping they leave you $5. No, that in those days, that all you could leave with. They call it the greasy buffalo. You know, and so I go in there, and nobody in there. And the whole row's empty. So I back up, and the cops start running. So I go back in. And I'm looking at the paper, and there's a number. And all of a sudden, there's a lady sitting there, an older lady. And I wanted my girl. I told her, get out, get out. My girlfriend's going to come. You know, I wanted my girlfriend. I want to look at her. 130 years. And this lady put something in the window. And I look at, she was a president of the card-carrying Communist Party. And she came to see me. And I said, man, look, I'm ugly, can't sing, can't dance, can't read, and now you want me to be a communist? Oh, she said, oh no, mister. I said, we want to bail you out. My hand went up. Call me Red Al. Call me Red Al. Look at that. That's right. I'm with you. They bailed me out. The Jewish Defense League put the money. They had some little organization said they put it out, and I got out. So me and my girlfriend trying to find places to hide, and I work with the Communist Party. I don't want you to think I didn't. You know, you're lying now, right? I'm saying. I'm here to tell you that I'm not that. Don't make faces at me. Don't make faces at me. I'm here to tell you that I'm not that man anymore. So I'm out. We're trying to hide here and there. They take us here, all kinds of stuff. But all of a sudden, all these lawyers, they're leaving cards at my mother. My mother called. I called my mom and she said, "Ay, Poncho, another lawyer came. I got a stack of cards." They went. So I'll be there, Mom. Meet me at Bonds Market. So there's my little mother, pobrecita, anda con Dios. And she's with God now. The best thing I ever did. I led my mom to the Lord where she was.
Amen.
Come on.
That was my victory, right? Okay. So anyway, she gave me the card. So we rent a room. Me and this girl, we rent a room. And all these lawyers, and I didn't say, "Oh man, you know, you're gonna, cause you're nuts, and cause you're a Mexican, cause you're raising them on and on. That last guy came in a black suit. He had more wrinkles in that black suit than a Shar-Pei dog. And they had dandruff, I mean a lot of dandruff. And I said, let's get rid of this guy. But he said like this, my name is Richard Wasserstrom. I'm the head of the law department at UCLA. And all my students are gonna work your case. I said, you're my lawyer. So we go to court, we're going to court, but they wanna hang me. They call me everything but a child of God. They're leaving, man. Am I talking to them? You know, and he tried his best. The last day, he tells the judge, Your Honor, I'm gonna talk for 3 hours, I only got 1 hour left. He said, can I please come back tomorrow? And the judge let him, they let me. As we're going down the elevator, he says, man, Al, if only you'd have bumped your head, or if only you were in the service, man, I was in Vietnam twice. He started laughing. I said, no, General Westmoreland decorated me. And he looked at me and I go, listen, teletype Washington, right? And he did. I didn't know, you know, I was home getting loaded. You know, you get 20, 30 years, some guys start crying. 130, what if I would have fainted? I would have been washing socks for everybody. Here comes the sock man, he fainted. Come on, man, wash my sock, all right? I didn't want that, so I'm loaded. When I get through, the lawyer tells me, Al, look, he sent you a telegram. General Westmoreland. I told him, yeah, right. I told you. When we get up there, that DA was so sure they were gonna hang me that he told my lawyer, said, Your Honor, would you please let me exhibit whatever? And the judge goes, let me see it. The DA goes, go ahead. We got him. And he reads it. Let's go in chambers. They go in chambers. And then my lawyer comes out and says, Al, they want to give you 40 years. I said, I'll take it. Comes back 20, 10. I said, man, I'll take it. The judge comes back and he said, I just got one question. And remember, I'm an idiot. You know, I mean, look at the face, right? No, come on. And he looked at me and said, oh, that guy's a genius. Right? Right? Nobody call me Chulo. Right? I'm telling you. And he says, why didn't you say you were a war hero? General Westmoreland